So, David, let me ask you something that fascinates me. A few months ago, the conventional wisdom, for the most part, was that one of the negatives of Joe Biden was fear that he wouldn't make it through 4 years and we would end up with Vice President Harris as president. And that was pretty much accepted as a negative. And
Yeah.
how did everybody get it so wrong? I mean,
I've been thinking about this a lot. I think this really does challenge the pundit class and the media to all of us. By the way, I've always Kamala Harris was in Ohio a ton in 18, I and 20. I was never anything but impressed. But we all heard this chatter, and it was accepted, like you said, as conventional wisdom, with almost anyone not saying, "Well, wait a second, why are we saying this?" And knock on wood, there's 70 days to go. She could lose. We don't know, but like, if she goes on to win, like anyone who is like internally bad mouthing her, saying she can't do it, everyone's got to really check their own, analytics and maybe ego at the door and think it was completely wrong. And to the extent that was sort of being chatted about in the in Democratic circles, especially because that, as you're saying, that was a dominant theme.
yeah.
It was one of the dominant themes that made people think, well, no one should run over the last year. And all of a sudden we're seeing poll numbers up, North Carolina tied. And a lot of people got this way wrong. And it was so accepted that I do think it kind of calls for, okay, everybody, what in the world was everyone thinking? And some assumptions, it reminds me a little bit of Obama in '08, right? Oh, he can't win his name. He can't. Like
Right.
same thing. I think, kind of maybe you've seen maybe saw the repeat of that this time, and I think it calls for some sort of internal thinking about how everyone reaches these conclusions, and then how quickly it sort of gets accepted as conventional wisdom.